how does our real estate private equity fund work? We have two private equity funds, one value add fund and one wealth preservation fund. Both have similar structures. So you as an investor invest into the private equity fund. Wealth preservation fund is a $50 million co-GP fund. So we're raising $50 million of equity, purchase anywhere from 10 to 15 different assets. 80% goes to the investors, the limited partners in the fund, and then 20% goes to us as the managers in the cash flow from each individual deal gets split up 80-20 to the investors. So if we're making 4% on the $50 million, that's $2 million a year, 80% of that would go to the limited partners, 20% of that would go to us as the general partners. If we're in the 7% range, we're at about $3.5 million, same sort of split. As we get to year 4, 5, 6, 7, we're gonna sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these properties. Could be more, could be less, and all of the equity is then returned. Say we put $3 million in this deal right here. The $3 million would go back to the LPs. Say we gained $5 million on that. $1 million would go to the GPs, and then $4 million would go to the LP. The original 3 goes back, then the additional 4 gets distributed, and 1 goes over here to us as the manager. And that'll happen across all of these deals. The initial $50 million is returned, plus all of the additional profit made from the sale of those properties. Once all of that distributes, the fund is then closed and we move on to the next fund. Say we're on deal 10, 12, or 13, we raised the 50 million, and now we sold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, you're not allowed to reinvest in fund 1, but what we'll do is we'll start fund 2, maybe it's a $100 million fund, and we go ahead and take the profits from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as we go down the line, we take those profits and we reinvest into fund 2, and we allow the investors to reinvest in that fund as well. So if you're interested in the real estate fund space, you're done with the one-off deals and you'd like to diversify across multiple assets, send me a DM.